I'm done with that, and I want to apologize to Meek Mills, the elderly gentleman from State Property who was dissing me this morning. He said, "Why he always in Philadelphia?" I got 4 million, like Reed Dollars, basically invented YouTube. How we know it. That bag got me banned from that building. So,
tell me what you know about the hood life.
It's all genuine.
It's a Muslim town. It's love. I'm Muslim. There's always love in this town, but there's nothing to get into. A few months ago, I wanted to sign Santos. Things didn't work out. That's business. I'm a businessman. I realized it's somebody I didn't want to sign and somebody I didn't want to be around. I didn't want him representing my brand. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, just go look at this interview with my brother from Let's Keep It 100 Pod. You saw that interview?
Yeah, I see a little clip.
He talked about stealing from women. He swore by a law on his brother, which is shirk. It just was a lot. So it's like, before he get to dissing me, it's things he got to address just spiritually and mentally. So I just wish him the best, bro. And I'm not being facetious at all. Like, I don't want no problem. Like, I'm scared to have a problem with a guy like that. A guy like that, the level of desperation is like, that puts me, my children, it puts my security, it puts everybody at harm, my community. I'm doing give back. I don't want him coming to my give back sweating and, you know, his pores and, you know, I just don't want it, bro. I don't want no trouble. Like, they can say what they want. I don't care. Like, you know, people be saying, it's like I run into a lot of Philly artists and they be like, yo, I respect your hustle. It's like, I don't care if you respect my hustle. I don't respect yours. I don't care what you respect. I'm not doing it for them. It's global, never local. If I depended on the love of Philadelphia, I would be homeless. I didn't depend on that. I went on that road and got to it. I've been in more continents. I'm on my 4th passport. Wallahi. So it's like to argue, like, you know, my show in Toronto, I'm not being funny. Nobody at that show heard of the people that you asking me about. So for me to do it would be crazy. And that's not saying they whack or they chumps or nothing. Them boys is hot. They're better rappers than me. I could tell you. So I'm not a rapper.
No, but I understand everything you're saying, and a part of that was what I be trying to get other artists to like get, and then me myself take that in being from Philly, because I feel like from Philly our biggest crutch is being from Philly and able to get out of that mindset to conduct business.
Like, people always saying it's the home of the spitters and all that stuff. Where all them spitters at? Y'all brag about, like, okay, they rap real good. So, because the guys I know that rap real good get rich. They turn rap into other businesses. Nas, he rap real good. He got rich. 50 Cent. Them guys turned it into, you know, Meek Mills. You want to talk about Philly, like Freeway. Those are guys who turned their rapping skills into businesses. Just because you rap good. If you rap good and you don't know how to hustle, you're worthless.
What do you feel like is the biggest crutch as far as an artist?
It's none of my business. I'm not answering nothing on Philadelphia. One thing, my last few arguments,
one
thing they all say is the elderly gentleman from State Property who was dissing me this morning, he said, why he always in Philadelphia business? I agree with that, so I want to stay out of Philadelphia business. That's none of my business, you know what I'm saying? So, and the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, do not concern yourself with matters that don't concern you. So I'm not from Philadelphia. I don't live in Philadelphia. I have nothing to do with Philadelphia business. I just pray for success. I do know this is one of the poorest towns, and I'm here shopping for the babies right now. I hope the guys dissing me match me in that. Let's do a give back to your community challenge. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who can buy the most sneakers and uniforms, and you know what I'm saying? I challenge. Let's do that. Let's turn it into a positivity, because you guys all can rap better than me. You're all tougher. You're all more gangster. Alhamdulillah for that. I hope that turns into success. But my skin is beautiful. My hairline is intact. My locks are shining. Look at me, man. I got my skin on.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna lie. You definitely, like, as far as the politics. But when it comes to Philly history, you definitely made your way. You feel me? You document and shit. And you was one of them guys. You was ahead of a lot of things.
Creed just went viral on TikTok again. It did 200 million views. 200 million views. So like, think about that.
See, I be thinking. Look, I think it's stuff like that though, bro. Where it's like, and that's why I asked that question, because like I know a lot of times a lot of artists they don't know, but I be trying to say like, bro, it's the hustle.
Get this on camera. Hey, bro, what's my total at right now?
760.
760. Yeah. Get me.
You still have the 12, baby.
And what about the 7.5? Put that silver 12 up there for me, and then let me see what I got in the 7.5.
I got two right here.
That's all for the baby. Shout out to him.
Community.
Facts though.
I'll probably go with them. See with them. I want to bottom out at the
young boy gotta be from North. You get up to a North Philly young boy, he going.
And what I did this year is I got shout out to Ethica. I got Ethicas for all the kids. They love Ethica. Shout out to eye socks. I got them all eye socks. I got them all belts, uniform vouchers. You see what kind of sneaks we getting them. I only give when I give back. If it's food, it's only stuff I would eat. If it's clothes, it's only stuff I would wear. A lot of these give backs, no disrespect, but they're giving these kids these book bags. They're gonna be embarrassed to carry. They're not gonna use them. little bony book bags. Them kids want spray grounds and stuff like that. So I try to get the kids the stuff so they won't get teased, because that causes more violence. And so we just out here trying to do our part. I got to do my part, because even if I'm not from Philadelphia, I've made a lot of money representing Philadelphia and wearing that flag, so I'm obligated to give back. As a Muslim, that's my obligation to give back.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, like I said.
Let me say this. One thing that they did upset me about, because one of my kryptonites obviously is my faith. They both mention my faith and how, this is the thing, nobody can say who's Muslim or not Muslim except for Allah. So despite the fact I've never seen either one of them pray, there's not a Muslim in this city that ain't seen me in the masjid praying, bumping my head. You just saw a brother interact with me. Yeah, I met you through. So, and I'm not saying that to brag, but the one brother, the very angry, teeth all, like, he in there talking about something. He told me to use Islam to get, that's a lie, because I lost money. The reason why I wasn't in the next creed, one of the things they asked me to do, and I've never said this on camera, they had a whole meeting where they wanted me to chill out with the Muslim stuff, because I was speaking. Right after that meeting, I did TMZ. I was leaving Madison Square Garden, sitting courtside, LeBron versus the Knicks. Nobody that dissed me ever sat courtside at a Knicks game. They never even probably been in the Madison Square Garden in the back where you know how the Sixers got the Lexus joint where you go back and eat and all that. The joint in the garden is fabulous. Them guys never been there. So I almost forgot what I was talking about. I was trying to stunt real quick, but anyway. The thing is, those guys said that about my faith, and this is the same guy that's literally on the interview committing full-out shirk, talking about he swear by Allah on his mother and his brother and all. Like, you shouldn't even be swearing by Allah on no rap interview, for one, especially when you're talking about stealing from black women. And like, you got to look at the mindset. Like, a person like that is very dangerous. I don't want no trouble, bro. I don't want no, like, a guy like that, they'll hurt their self to hurt you. You know, that's a dangerous enemy, so I don't want that as an enemy. I hope we can reconcile it.
No, I know what you're saying. You go your
way, I go my way, because, like I said, it's no win for me. Let's say I win. It don't change my bank account. You know, if they win,
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, bro, and we gonna definitely get a part 2 and update it, because I'm gonna get it out of you, because you know how to get that bread as far as being an artist. And like I said, a lot of these guys got more talent and skills and rapping ability, but that kind of don't mean nothing if it don't add up for real. So I feel like,
well, you gotta understand, it's called the music business. It's not called the good spitter business. It's called the music business. So from day one, when I was first starting, the scene was being dominated by DVD rappers. So the first thing I did is I looked at, in my neighborhood, like I used to go to 52nd and Market, shout to Feast, shout to Full Time Grind, Tune, Kool-Aid, all the people from the stand, even Young Leak, who used to be in front of the Villa. I would go there and see what the consumers was buying. I saw what they was liking. I was paying attention to people's CD covers. I would look and see who did the nice covers, and I would write down their names. I would look.
You was a student of the game for real, really studying.
And one thing I paid attention to was they was all bragging about views they weren't getting paid for. They were all, I got 4 million, like Reed Dollars basically invented YouTube, how we know it. Did that?
I be saying that, bro.
That kid should be a billionaire. I'm telling that person.
Bro, you know Say Cheese started his business, right?
I know the story.
So,
I told you, when I met Say Cheese, when I did Say Cheese TV, none of y'all ever heard of them before. None of y'all. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Sean for blowing up his brand, but I'm always early. I was on Vlad TV. I was getting money with Vlad TV before anybody in Philly knew who Vlad was. This is a fact. You know, Raheem was bringing me up there. I was going up there 20 years ago when Vlad was getting started. When Vlad was in the Universal building. Vlad got me banned from that building. That's a whole nother story. That's the old me. That version, that version of me would have had fun with these guys. But this version of me, in order to show, I'm out here telling the young boys about beefing online, and I'm gonna go like that's contradiction.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna tell you too, man. You gotta leave Kev alone, man.
I do. I admit that. That pettiness comes from the fact that he worked very hard to stop me from being able to do the things I'm doing now. If the powers that be would have listened to him and not supported me and gave me my deal, I wouldn't be able to use my face and my name to be able to run around and buy 50 pairs of sneaks for the kids in Philadelphia. So, but as a Muslim, you have to have mercy and compassion. So I apologize to people like Cosmic Kev, because despite the fact that he did me wrong, that was 20 years ago, and I should be mature enough to move on. So I apologize for that. I'll never mention his name again. And you know, I was about to pop a shot right there.
No, I salute you for that growth, bro.
Yeah, shout to him, man.
No, in fact, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like,
and I'm saying that by saying this, I don't ever want or expect him to play my music. So there's nothing behind it other than the fact that it was right is right. He got children too. So what if one of his nephews follow me and I'm talking about him? That's not cool, because I don't want nobody doing it to me. So I apologize to Kev and his family, and I wish him nothing but the best.
No, facts though, especially because it's like, as people get older, especially, it's like you kind of look at stuff like, man, it was small, but I do feel like,
oh no, it wasn't small. Nah, we ain't gonna minimize it. He told when Young Jeezy went to sign me, the people from CTE Carbon 15 called me and said, "Yo, what did you do to Cosmic Kev?" I said, "What you mean?" And he ran it off. You know, Gilly as well. Like they in so many words, they told him, "Don't deal with me." That moment changed and saved my life. If those guys would have listened to them, I'm not here buying sneaks in West Philly. I don't live where I live. There's a lot that would have went differently, but it was the cut of a law. But we not gonna change the history. But in moving forward, I wish them all nothing but success.
No, facts though, because I feel like everything came full circle. But I do feel like, bro, you could be like very impactful on helping artists really get to that next step and understand the business of it, bro.
No. I tried to do that with somebody, and that same person this morning was threatening me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm done with that, and I want to apologize to Meek Mills. For years, I've always wondered why Meek didn't help Philly artists more. Within 2 weeks of working with that guy, I literally saw Meek Mills in my head and said, "This why he don't help these niggas." So you live and you learn, and that's not to say I just took VCF Lean from Southwest Philly. I just took him to Trenton, New Jersey with me 2 days ago. Grabbed the mic, told the DJ stop the music, let him perform 2 songs. I don't gain nothing from that. He a young artist from Southwest Philly, not signed to me. I'm constantly on the phone with the kid with the gift, Lena L, Lean Bean.
Fire.
I'm constantly on the phone with Westside Will. I'm constantly on the phone with Moolery, Raw Bucks from West Philly, trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly telling Amir Ali, you the greatest, keep going. I'm constantly promoting and pushing toward signed to somebody else. So I'm always ask these guys from day one. I was doing this. I was telling Young Hot 20 years ago, yo, you getting 100,000 views, you should get an energy drink and partner with him. Blah blah blah. I was telling these guys this 20 years ago, 52nd in Market, Wallahi, and a lot of them didn't listen to me, and it's all good because what I did is I kept grinding and I start getting those deals, and that's what I do to this day. Mashallah.
Oh no,
And the
facts,
same
bro.
people with me. You see Unc with me, Abdul Shakur. Listen, it's videos of me 20 years ago performing in Atlantic City, and he right next to me.
Real?
Right. We not just Muslims. We not just Muslims. We praying Muslims. We praying
Every
Muslims.
5. You get 5 in slots a day.
Where I'm at, bro?
5 slots a day, bro.
So you were at 960.